Okay, hello everyone. Hope you all are doing great. I wanted to do a video to kind of give, I guess, an update, kind of what's going on, what will be going on. And this is just going to be a quick video. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. For those who may not be aware, there have been 2 releases that I've done recently, and I haven't advertised them, but let me just go over quickly what they are. Now, the first one is a Miyo-Compiz, and let me show that to you real quick. If you click on the Compiz folder on the MiyoLinux site on SourceForge, you'll see here there's an ASCII folder. And inside this ASCII folder is this one ISO right here. And what this is, for those of you who may be familiar, I codenamed Miyo-Compiz, codenamed it Radac. And that was to honor the guy that inspired me and kind of challenged me to build this, and he was instrumental in the production of Miyo-Compiz. When I first started building it, I built it on ASCII, and I didn't get, I guess you could say I had a finished product with it. It wasn't really polished and refined yet, and I'd sent it to Robert for him to test it. And in that same window of time, I decided instead of using ASCII, I would change to Devuan Beowulf. But what this is Robert's respin, and it's still basically the same as Miyo-Compiz, but it is Robert's respin of that original ASCII version, and it has all of his customizations. You know, I had never even used Compiz until I made this system, and I didn't know very much about it. Robert had to give me some advice and tell me how to do a few things, but this is his respin with his settings, and he also includes the MX-Linux repository. So just be aware that that is in the repositories. If you want to use it, it's there. If you don't, you can just remove it. I also want to point out that it is only available as a 64-bit non-UEFI version. Okay? So I wanted to point that out. I think you'll like it. I've been using it on a partition and it works great. Robert actually solved an issue that I originally had with the mouse cursor, so he got that working. So try it out. I think you'll like it. If you want to download it, you can get the SHA-1 and MD5 right here in the information, but I also included the SHA-256 if you want to use that. Now the other item, I was asked several months ago, a user liked Miyo-Modern, and for those who may not be familiar with what Miyo-Modern is, it's still an open box system, but it's made to look and mimic Debian. And that's actually what I'm running right now, is this release. A user asked me to make a Debian testing version. So if you come to the others folder, oops, I didn't mean to grab that. If you come to the others folder, click on that, and let me go over just a couple of things here. This folder will contain systems that aren't considered as official MiyoLinux releases. They may be systems which were requested by users that I agreed to build, or they may be systems that I built just for the fun of it. And that is where I've put this one, Miyo-Modern Debian Testing. And like the Compiz version based on ASCII, this is only 8664. It's only a 64-bit non-UEFI. That's what the user requested. That's what I was able to build. And I want to point out this one thing right here. When booting the system live, you will most likely experience a plus or minus 5-minute delay while a start job is running. After all, it's using System D. Be patient. It will boot into the desktop. After installation, it boots normally. That's just a delay. I don't know why it takes so long for that start job to run. I tried it one time and it took 6 minutes. So I don't want you to get frustrated. Just be patient and it will boot into the desktop. Alright? Make sure you read these few little notes here that I included if you want to try the system out. But it is Miyo-Modern based on Debian Testing, and it's testing in the repositories. It's not Buster. I have the repositories named Testing so that it'll stay as a rolling release. And the other item I wanted to point out is my Miyo-Rolling version that's based on NuTyX. And this is what, if you come to the files of Miyo-Rolling based on NuTyX, this is all you're going to find in the files right now. We found out that with the latest release of NuTyX, users were not able to upgrade Miyo-Rolling to the new version. So after talking with Terry, we decided that it would be best to remove that ISO and wait a little while. We're going to wait until version 11.1 is finished or is released, and when that's released by NuTyX, then I will rebuild a new version of Miyo-Rolling which is based on NuTyX. That's my next item on my agenda to take care of. However, it's going to be a while because I still have a lot of things I have to take care of for my job. Some online classes that I have to get completed within the next couple of months. So, depending on how that goes and depending on when NuTyX 11.1 is released, that's when I will begin work on a new version of the Miyo-Rolling based on NuTyX. And I do want to thank Terry for his patience. He has probably wondered if I'm even going to continue this on, and yes, I am. I still absolutely love NuTyX. It's one of my absolute favorite operating systems. So, just wanted to give that update. And as far as future releases, what my plan is to look back at my previous releases over the last year, maybe 2 years, and see which ones got the most downloads. And I will probably, and I'm talking about the ones based on Devuan, I will probably pick 3 of those to concentrate on. I know that Miyo-Modern, that got a lot of downloads, and I think the awesome version, that got a lot of downloads. And of course the original MiyoLinux, which is just open box you know, that's always gotten a lot of downloads. So I'm going to look at the statistics, see what seemed to get the most downloads, and maybe concentrate on just those three, and maybe periodically make a new version. I love the i3 version. I might keep it up and just go from there. But this right here, this what you see, this is the Miyo-Modern Debian Testing version. You can see basically what it looks like. You still get the panel chooser. There's the panel chooser. That's the XFCE4 panel. That's fashion mode. Efficient mode is the Tent 2 panel. You don't get much. It's like every and any MiyoLinux release. You don't get much pre-installed software. One thing I did change about this release, I chose to use Mousepad as the text editor. In the last couple of MiyoLinux releases, I was going with Featherpad, and I thought, well, let's see what Mousepad does. And Mousepad didn't bring in hardly any dependencies. Well, Featherpad didn't either, but it brought in more than Mousepad. And since LeafPad is not available in the repositories, I went with Mousepad on this release. So you get Mousepad and Nitrogen. I'll go ahead and open Nitrogen. Of course, these are the deepen wallpapers. I did include several MiyoLinux let's see, there's that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did include 8 MiyoLinux wallpapers. Graphics, that's not included. I've added GIMP. Multimedia, the only thing you get in multimedia is PAVU control. This does have pulse audio and PAVU control. I've added all these other items here. Under network, when you install this, all you get is the Conman UI setup. Settings, just your basic settings that you always get in MiyoLinux. System, you get BleachBit, GDebi, Gparted, and Synaptic. Under advanced settings, you get the Ob menu generator. That's the menu that's in use right now, Ob menu generator. And this is also where, under advanced settings, this is also where the open box items are. Okay? And I did include a few Miyo accessories. Customized look and feel as root. I did not include PCMan FM as root. After thinking about it, you know, it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat to see it in the menu, but there's nothing you can't do just by opening the terminal and writing sudo PCMan FM. Get the conky on and off. Let's see if I can show that conky. See if I can move this, if I can remember what keys to. There we go. Hold down the Alt key and the left mouse key. Alright, let me turn on the conky just so you can see what the conky looks like. This just turns the conky on and off. Another one of those little neat things. It's, you know, subjective whether you need it or not, but I like it. There's the conky. Go ahead and turn that off. Let's see, you get Compton on and off. Now there has been some confusion about this Compton on and off item here. This does not add it to your auto start file. It just allows you, like if you want to make a change to the compton.conf file, this gives you an easy way to try it out after you've made a change, just to see what gets affected. Or if you want to run Compton for a little while, maybe while you're watching videos, you can turn it on right here, and then when you're finished watching the video, turn it back off to help with screen tearing. Get the live keyboard layout and the panel mode chooser. And let's see, the screen lock is slim lock. And I'm going to go ahead and try this, because I do know that things keep running when you lock the screen. And I'm just going to hope that this video continues while the screen is locked. This will give you a chance to kind of see what the login screen looks like. It won't be exactly what it looks like, but it'll be close. Alright, so here we go. Keep your fingers crossed. Alright, I hope you can still hear me. This is what the login screen looks like. Of course, this is the screen lock, so right here where it says User Dan, when you boot up your computer, that won't be right there. What you'll have here is in between MiyoLinux and where you type in your username and password. It'll say username right here. You'll type in your username and hit enter, and then it'll say password. Type in your password and hit enter, and then you boot into the desktop. Okay, I hope that worked. I hope I'm still recording. It says I am, but we'll find out. And for the exit menu, I did not use the MiyoLinux exit. I just used the regular OB session application. Since it's testing, I thought it might be better just to go with this. But the Mio exit may have worked fine, I don't know. So that's it. Just wanted to give a quick update, let you know what's going on. I'm going to be a little silent for a while I'm taking care of those remaining classes for my job that I need to do online. But I wanted to let people know that there are a couple of releases that I have not advertised in any way. The Miyo-Compiz based on ASCII, which is Robert Radac's personal respin of Miyo-Compiz with all of his settings and customizations. He has a lot of things going on that don't come out of the box on Miyo-Compiz, and I think you'll like it. Miyo-Modern, which is what this is right here, based on Debian Testing. And let's just do this, just so you can see that it is based on Debian Testing. Nano etc apt sources list, and here you see Debian Testing. Alright, so that's what it is. It's on the 4.19 kernel, and it's a rolling release if that interests you. So there you go. Hope that maybe explained a few things, kind of explained what my future plans are. And I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are. Take care. Thanks.